Antioxidants represent essential compounds that play a central role in protecting the body against free radicals, elements that form naturally during processes such as metabolism and especially during high-intensity physical activities. Among the best-known antioxidants are vitamin C, vitamin E, polyphenols, and flavonoids, substances present in various foods and also available in supplement form to make their intake more practical and effective within the context of a sports routine. During an intense workout, the body starts to consume more oxygen, accelerating metabolic reactions that generate a high amount of free radicals. These unstable molecules tend to attack cellular structures, triggering inflammatory processes and promoting damage that can harm muscle recovery and reduce performance over time. The action of antioxidants is decisive precisely because they neutralize these free radicals, preventing them from causing significant harm to the body and helping to maintain the body's oxidative balance. This balance is fundamental for muscle health because it prevents cumulative injuries and contributes to preserving the integrity of the fibers that are constantly challenged in strength, endurance, or high-intensity training. Vitamin C, found in citrus fruits such as orange, acerola, and lemon, is a very potent water-soluble antioxidant capable of directly neutralizing reactive oxygen species. It also participates in the regeneration of collagen, a structural protein essential for rebuilding muscle tissues, thus enhancing recovery after activities involving great effort. Vitamin E, in turn, is a fat-soluble antioxidant that acts to protect cell membranes, especially in preventing lipid peroxidation, a process that can damage muscle cells and delay the regeneration of micro-injuries generated during training. Its constant presence in food or supplementation provides additional support for those who practice exercise regularly and intensely. Polyphenols and flavonoids make up another class of extremely beneficial antioxidants, being abundant in red fruits, grapes, teas, and cocoa. These natural compounds modulate inflammatory processes and improve blood flow, optimizing oxygen delivery to the muscles and ensuring better nutrient transport, in addition to reducing fatigue caused by the accumulation of metabolites during prolonged exercise. When considering the intensity of a workout, it is always important to remember that oxidative stress is part of the adaptive process, but when it exceeds certain limits, it becomes a harmful factor. Therefore, regular intake of antioxidants helps maintain this healthy balance, reducing delayed onset muscle soreness and accelerating the return to peak performance in the next workout. Several studies indicate that combining antioxidants from different sources can result in synergistic effects, enhancing their benefits. For example, consuming vitamin C together with polyphenols from green tea can increase the power of neutralizing free radicals, which translates into less inflammation and better preservation of muscle mass gained through hard effort. Another interesting aspect of antioxidants concerns their impact on immunity. During heavy training, there is a temporary depression of the immune system, making the body more vulnerable to opportunistic infections. Antioxidants help sustain the body's natural defenses, ensuring that the athlete or practitioner maintains consistency in training without forced interruptions due to illnesses or infectious processes. In the food context, fruits, vegetables, leafy greens, and nuts are excellent sources of natural antioxidants, and their consumption should be prioritized whenever possible since they provide fibers, minerals, and other nutrients that benefit overall performance. However, for those who have difficulty reaching the ideal amounts through diet alone, antioxidant supplements can be strategic allies, offering standardized doses that are easy to ingest. It is important to emphasize that the use of antioxidants does not eliminate the need to maintain other healthy habits, such as sleeping well, staying properly hydrated, and following a planned training routine. Antioxidants act as reinforcement, but they depend on a balanced lifestyle to fully express their protective and regenerative effects on the body. Faster muscle recovery is directly related to the presence of antioxidants, because by reducing the damage caused by free radicals, they favor a cellular environment conducive to the regeneration of muscle fibers. In this way, the time between one training session and the next can be reduced, allowing for a higher frequency of stimuli and, consequently, better results in hypertrophy or endurance. Controlled inflammation is also an undeniable benefit of antioxidants. Although some inflammation is part of the muscle's adaptive process, its excess can generate swelling, pain, and even loss of performance. Antioxidants help to modulate these inflammatory responses, ensuring that the body reacts proportionally to the stimulus and avoiding chronic inflammation, which can severely impair progress in training. Another relevant factor lies in the preservation of the cardiovascular system. Intense activities increase blood circulation and generate a greater production of free radicals in the vascular endothelium. The consumption of antioxidants protects these structures, helping to maintain the integrity of arteries and veins, an essential factor for athletes and exercise practitioners who depend on efficient blood flow to carry oxygen and nutrients to active muscles. Flavonoids, in particular, offer additional benefits by stimulating endogenous antioxidant enzymes, that is, those produced by the body itself. This effect further enhances protective capacity, forming a truly robust defense system against the oxidative stress associated with repeated and intense physical training. When talking about long-term performance, it becomes impossible to ignore the importance of preserving cellular health. Cumulative injuries resulting from untreated oxidative stress can lead to a progressive drop in performance, loss of motivation, and even temporary withdrawal from activities. Therefore, ensuring a constant supply of antioxidants is undoubtedly a solid investment in sports longevity and the ability to maintain high levels of performance. It is worth remembering that the body has natural antioxidant defense systems, but they may not be sufficient to meet the demands generated by strenuous training, especially for those who train daily or perform high-intensity sessions. For this reason, reinforcement through foods and supplements is increasingly recommended to balance oxidative stress and optimize muscle recovery. When thinking about practical strategies to include antioxidants in the routine, a good idea is to distribute their intake throughout the day, ensuring a constant supply of these substances. A meal rich in fruits in the morning, accompanied by nuts, followed by a colorful lunch with a variety of vegetables, and eventually supplementation at the end of the day, can provide a complete and stable antioxidant profile. The intake of natural juices is also an interesting alternative, especially those using fruits rich in vitamin C and polyphenols, such as acerola with strawberry juice or whole grape juice. These drinks offer bioavailable nutrients, helping with hydration while also reinforcing the antioxidant protective action throughout the entire post-exercise recovery period. Green tea and black tea, for example, contain catechins, a type of polyphenol with recognized antioxidant activity. Incorporating these drinks into the diet, as long as caffeine intake is not excessive, can provide extra support to combat the accumulation of free radicals and keep the body ready for new training challenges. Another widely used resource is antioxidant supplements in capsules or tablets, which concentrate high doses of vitamins C and E, in addition to standardized plant extracts rich in polyphenols and flavonoids. This form of supplementation is particularly helpful for those who cannot maintain a varied diet or have greater demand due to the intensity of the physical activities practiced. Nuts, such as Brazil nuts, provide selenium, a mineral with potent antioxidant action, which works together with vitamins C and E, reinforcing endogenous defense enzymes. This synergy creates a very efficient barrier against free radicals, strengthening recovery and helping to maintain muscle vitality. It is interesting to note that many antioxidant foods also bring other relevant nutrients, such as fibers and minerals, which improve intestinal transit, immunity, and the general balance of the body. This makes them multiple allies, capable of delivering benefits beyond simple protection against oxidative stress. Red fruits, in addition to being tasty, concentrate anthocyanins, a type of flavonoid with strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant action. Including strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries in the daily diet represents a simple and effective step to add highly potent functional nutrients to the routine of those who practice physical exercise regularly. Grapes, in turn, contain resveratrol, a well-studied substance that shows potential to mitigate oxidative damage and help with vascular health. This benefit translates into better transport of oxygen and nutrients during physical effort, as well as reducing muscle fatigue in long-duration exercises. Another interesting food in the antioxidant context is cocoa, which, in addition to being a source of polyphenols, also contains minerals such as magnesium, fundamental for proper muscle contraction and cellular energy production. Chocolates with a high percentage of cocoa, consumed in a balanced way, can be part of a tasty and efficient antioxidant strategy. Leafy green vegetables such as spinach and kale offer carotenoids, antioxidants that protect cell membranes and contribute to eye health, in addition to acting as supporters of immune balance. These vegetables should be consumed fresh and varied in order to guarantee a broad diversity of bioactive compounds. Legumes, such as beans and lentils, also contain antioxidants associated with high-quality plant proteins, helping with muscle repair and supporting the immune system. which is often temporarily overloaded after very demanding training sessions. When thinking about the combination between supplementation and food, it is worth reinforcing that there is no miraculous isolated antioxidant. The ideal is to vary the sources, since each group of antioxidants acts in a slightly different way, covering different fronts in the fight against free radicals. This variety expands protection and improves the body's adaptive response to training. Extra virgin olive oil, rich in polyphenols, helps not only in reducing inflammation, but also in modulating cholesterol, bringing additional benefits to cardiovascular health and helping physical performance in an indirect way, since healthy arteries are fundamental for transporting nutrients to the muscles.